to another technical analysis session today on the 12th of August. Now yesterday, as you know, we were short on a couple of pairs, including the Aussie dollar and the euro dollar, and those went pretty well actually. This is from Wednesday. We spotted the 77.50 high, and from there the market's just been coming down, and it has a bit more room to come down. So today what we'd like to do is move with the waves, and as the market pulls up, continue to short it. And if we take a look at, in fact we had a trade which closed on profit on this one, if you recall. So we'll just see how that goes today we have some news coming out from the US, but I don't think it's really strong enough to influence the change in direction. So what we'd like to do with the Aussie dollar, the euro dollar as well, as the market pulls back up, like it's probably to this line here, this is a good line to pull back up to, around the 76.90, 77 area. In fact, let's take a look at our detailed chart. Here we go. Now good level here is this area here. So once we get to this 77 region, I reckon it's once again a good level to sell around here. On the 1 hour chart, let's see as well. As you can see, we have trades all the way from the top, also from yesterday, another breakdown entry here. So if it moves its head up again to 77, another short opportunity is there. So we'd be doing that and going short with that. Let's take a look at the euro dollar, because that was also on our radar this week, and that worked out also beautifully. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. As you know, we spotted the top on this one. Last week we spotted 12.30, that was the top, and that's where the market plummeted. And this week 11.90, that's where the market plummeted from. Once again, let it raise its head up only to short it. So we're still going to go short on this currency pair. Where to go short is another question. Let's see what our charts say. Just a bit of technicals here. If the market pulls up anywhere to this red line here, that'll be good to sell. In fact, you might be able to go before that. Let's take a look again to our detailed chart. This is the euro dollar. A good spot is this 11.69.70 region. However, I think before that, this 11.55 area is also going to be a nice spot. 11.55, so 11.55, 11.70, this range I think is once again good to short the euro dollar. And if we just mark this up like that, just like we did on our 4 hour chart, this is a 1 hour chart, so you can see that it move up. Either from here the market will short, or from here. I think either way it's good. The market might wait for New York to come down, so just be mindful about that and don't rush into anything rash. You don't want to sell when the market is down. We always sell when the price goes up. We always buy when the price goes down. I know it's a bit of a wrong logic for a few traders out there, because when it's going down, it's a bit scary to stand in front of the price and start buying. But you know, just like in life, we want to buy things at a cheaper price, not an expensive price, and this is no different. Let's take a look at the pound. Now yesterday we were looking at the pound, and I was a bit hesitant on this. As you know, since Brexit, this currency pair I've been staying away from, been trading the more usual currency pairs like the euro dollar, dollar franc, dollar yen, Aussie dollar, and so on. So today what we might have is, as you can see, this 29.50 area. Once this breaks, it's got room to come down to 29 and to 28.60 levels. All right, so this does have room to come down if it starts breaking down here. As you can see, this is the line I drew yesterday, and I wasn't so convinced about trading it. That's why yesterday we didn't have any bright new trade ideas, but we did follow the euro dollar and the Australian dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar yen today. Dollar yen, I said if it moves above this, that's great. Dollar yen is actually quite good to go into a trade with. This is our detailed chart on the dollar yen. As you can see, this is a daily chart. We have a nice little triangle here. If this triangle already breaks out, we've got room to go up, and I believe it will. On our 4 hour chart, what we'd like to do is wait for a little pullback and then go long with the dollar yen. I think dollar yen has a lot of potential to go long, and we'd definitely be keeping an eye on this dollar yen. Beautiful bounce off the pivot. If it pulls back, I wouldn't miss it. We'd go long on the dollar yen at 101.70, 80 area. If it pops back there, just I'd be going in. Or alternatively, if you're a bit weary today because it is Friday and people like to close positions, you can always wait till Monday and you can enter a pullback there and then. Now let's take a look at the ZAR. The ZAR is interesting. As you can see how our channel is moving down. I think this channel is going to continue a bit more, simply because, as you can see, we have a bit more target down here around 1280, 1295. So around the 13 regions. So the market might push this down a bit more. It's around 1340 now. It has met this target, as you can see, this 1325. It came to that target on the weekly, so that's pretty cool. A bit more down might just push it down to this 1295 area for another good bounce. As you can see, that was a nice support level. If the market pulls back there again, that is going to be a nice place to buy. Let's see what else we can do on the daily. Let's see how it's looking on the, as you can see, nice little down channel. It's bounced off yesterday. The market might not even come back. Let's take a look at this on the 4-hour chart. Wow. You know what? On the dollar ZAR, any pullback I think is good to buy. So anything around 1320 here, or a little pullback to 1317, 1330 area is good to buy. Let's check out our 1-hour chart. Why that is interesting. Now, if you're trading the ZAR, you know the spreads are high on this one. What a lot of South African clients like to do, they like to trade their own currency, which is fair. It's fair enough, because it's your currency and you want to trade it and you're familiar with it. However, what we think is a smart way to go about it is actually, if you're in South Africa and you have ZAR, when the ZAR is strong, you can buy more dollars. So you should get into the market with more dollars because your ZAR is stronger, but trade assets like euro dollar or dollar franc are a bit more cheaper on the spread side, on the commission side, and bring your trading costs down. So if you're in South Africa and your ZAR is strong now, you can buy more US dollars with your ZAR. But when it comes to trading, it's better to trade where you have more value for your trades, where the trading costs are cheaper. So just be mindful of that. And that is an idea that you might want to consider. Also, let's take a look at gold. And here we go. Now gold, I said do not muck around with this when it's in this mid area here, because this is where a lot of people lose money. You want to just trade off lines here where you got strong support and resistance, and a good support level is around here. So this, if we're going to buy this, it's either on the 1328 or the 1313 areas. Other than that, we don't really want to mess around with gold in this region here. As you can see, it's choppy. You don't know where it's going. You don't know what it's going to do. So just be mindful about that. Now, we hope that helps. Today we do have another live session. As you know, it's Friday. Me and Lewis will have a live stream. Also, we'll have a technical live stream later on in the afternoon. And I do believe Andrew, in his mufti Friday clothes, will be joining us. So have a great day trading.